This is Trinity Tiger Alerts with Isaac Kruger, Finn O'Sullivan, Harris Horowitz. Let's ride.
What's up, Trinity Tiger Alerts? Welcome to episode 11 of season 2 of the Tiger Pod. As always, I'm the Prez.
I'm Sully.
I'm Venti H.
And it is full-blown banner season here on 91st Street.
Yeah, that is right. Trinity has brought home 3 NYSAIS banners in the last week. Huge congratulations to our champions, boys swimming, boys indoor track, and of course, the team to bring the first championship home in 15 years, boys varsity basketball.
Let's go.
Yeah, and let's start with some track shout-outs. First off, human leapfrog, Connor Young.
Boing.
We got the comeback king, Ronan Luff. And how can I forget the fastest K runner in all of NYSAIS, Harris Horowitz.
Appreciate that, Isaac. This kid is not too slow himself. For those of you who might not know, he recently took home the school record in the 55 meters, making him the fastest Trinity Tiger of all time.
It's a little bold, but
No, I think the numbers speak for themselves. Also, we cannot forget about some other fast Tigers, the Tunas, who sauntered their way to their 4th straight NYSAIS title, their 8th in 9 years, officially dynasty status.
Yeah, and let me give a shout out to both girls swimming and indoor track. They came runner up this year, but great seasons from both sides. They're going to be back next year for sure.
Indoor track was snubbed.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind they'll be back, and same with girls swimming. But of course, we got to celebrate the boys basketball, the championship, first in 15 years, and honestly, that last game, I think it was all due to playoff Declan Larson. I mean, wow, the kid had 27 points, 16 rebounds, and I mean, he overall just carried the team. It kind of is wild to think that if I zoom back 3 years, freshman year, he's just this kid who's maybe pushing 5'7", just
Generous.
cheesing in the lunchroom.
Cheesing. Yeah. Personally, my voice is still shot from cheering from Declan in that game. That fadeaway jumper in the second quarter was ridiculous.
Ooh.
Also, little message to number 22. Who's your barber?
Yeah, actually, inside scoop about that chant. 22's barber was actually in the audience this week and was able to see that masterclass from Declan Larson.
He was so bad.
So
bad.
That was incredible.
Anyway, speaking of fresh cuts, we gotta give a shout out to the mastermind behind it all, Mr. Clean.
Wow, that's
who
clean.
we were, lucky enough to sit down in the studio and join us for an episode of ChampionCHIPS.
Roll it.
Welcome to ChampionCHIPS. I'm Aros. I'm Ryan.
Coach Brower,
Aidan.
we are the NYSAIS champions.
Yeah. Our first question. Could you tell us a little bit about that Jobs finish celebration? What's the story there?
Job's done.
Jobs done.
Coach Nelson started the entire. Why are you staring so? I'm right here. The ongoing theme has been, we have something to do. The job's not done. The job's not done. The job's not done. You're still doing it. The job's not done. But yesterday the job was done. So we asked Coach Nelson at the end of the game when we went outside, and I knew the boys were going to douse me with water. I said, "Is the job done?" So the job's done. The job's done.
Who's the fastest on the team, bro?
Obviously me. Come on, Josh.
Yeah, Aidan is the best.
Yeah, I received the direct quote from Ryan Amanat that says you have the shiniest head in the Ivy League.
Mr. Clean.
Do you think that this shiny head contributed to your win?
The obsession with my shiny head certainly did for some reason. You can't look at me that close. No one's comfortable with that. Nobody.
I'm listening.
Listen with your ears. No, it was a fun distraction for whatever reason, the obsession with me shaving my head, but for some reason it worked.
Do you think you have a better haircut than number 22 when you were prep?
No comment.
Who is your barber, by the way?
Myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't have a barber?
I have a little thing in my office. I shave my head in like 5 minutes. I really did.
That's nasty.
Who on the team would you least like to babysit your children?
That's a good question. Probably Ryan, because he'd forget.
Come on, bro. That's
He'd forget to show up, and he'd be like, "Oh, my bad, I didn't sleep. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock every day."
I have a lucrative dog sitting business, actually. So.
After him, maybe Manolo, because I feel like he would fall asleep watching my kids if he doesn't have an energy drink. Yeah, biggest concerns would probably be those two.
whose performance surprised you the most?
Playoff Declan. Playoff Declan was unreal.
What would you describe the fan atmosphere like at these games? What's your favorite chant?
Grandma's favorite was pretty good. Grandma's favorite was pretty good. Fee Fi Fo Big James. I think what was the most fascinating for me was from the start to the finish. I know Trinity doesn't have the reputation of sports prowess necessarily, but as the years are going on, it seems more and more that students are starting to understand the value of like doing something together and having like camaraderie and just that energy brought into a building, how valuable that is to the student body and just the vibe of the school to have everyone invested in something is cool.
What do you think is coming for the next season, and what do you think you're going to be able to do next season?
Job's not done. One thing that is done, he can't keep looking at me like this. Does he do this in class?
My teachers love me.
No, they don't. Yeah, speaking of the future, Wayne Dangle, did you really think that he was going to be playing big minutes as a freshman when you saw him at tryouts? Like, was that surprising, or did you just know you knew he had it all along?
So I knew when. I'm gonna elbow you there.
I just want to get the answer now.
Oh man, my bad. Jeez, I'm sorry. Tissue, anybody? No. Okay. I knew when.
Mr. Clean. BABYYY, your flow's on me.
I knew it was very good before he got to the school, and I was happy that he was as poised as he ended up being.
Sully.
Well, thank you so much, Coach.
Now that Coach Brower's gone, you guys got anything you want to say about him?
Yeah. He's got a nice meat.
We're going to ask you guys some rapid fire questions about your teammates.
Who on the team gets a little bit distracted with
Ryan.
extracurricular activities?
Manolo, bro.
Yeah.
Extracurriculars in like any?
It's in a Nushka.
Who on the team would you be the happiest if they started dating your daughter?
Henry Faulkner.
Yeah, Faulkner probably.
No, he can't
Or
do that.
Varn, something like that.
No, not Faulkner.
Who do you think on the team is the most flexible?
What does flexible mean?
It's all up to your interpretation.
Probably like Dima. He's always stretching and stuff.
What's flexible mean?
Who on the team is the best dancer?
Barn.
Nah, it's gotta be me, Arv, or Manolo.
Coach Brower.
Yeah.
Coach
yeah.
Brower can dance.
It's because Arv and I used to do Bollywood dancing in lower school, and Manolo's got the moves.
If everything was to go over again, the game is tied, who would you have taking that final shot?
Varn.
Aiden.
Fuck.
No, Ara. Like, respectfully, Ara.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Who's the best trash talker on the team?
Honestly, probably Aiden.
Yeah,
He
probably.
had Ron's little cousin, a little scare.
What
What did you say to him?
I told him, like, I don't know.
Was
I told
that-
him a lot of things, but I told him.
He told him to call his brother daddy.
Last night, you gentlemen won the greatest achievement a Trinity basketball player could win, the championship. What do you think kind of went towards that, and do you have any reflections on all your time as an athlete and as a basketball player and as a Trinity student?
Yeah, this is one thing. You know, I've won championships with other sports before, got accolades with other sports before, but this is the one thing like I really wanted that I never got, and we've never gotten here at Trinity in a long time. So, main motivator going into that game was just I want this. That was it.
I would say it's really special to succeed in something you weren't expected to succeed in, and that was definitely us this season. I think it was always a goal, but it didn't feel like a reality until late in the season. And accomplishing it felt great. So when you wear that jersey, just play hard.
I mean, Declan Brown played, and Dima, but the rest of us didn't play too much last year. I didn't play too much, at all. So it's pretty. It was cool being able to actually have a role, and everyone has their role, and we kind of we're much more together this year than we ever were last year.
Mhm.
So we not only are you winning, but you're doing it with your boys, and it was great.
Best group of kids.
I mean, wow, I love to see those guys smiling after all the hard work that they've put in and just really being able to achieve their childhood dreams. There's nothing better than seeing Aidan Cohen smile ear to ear with guacamole and chips.
Yeah, and it makes me sad. You know, I've been playing with these guys, Ryan, Arav, and ad hoc basketball games since kindergarten. So it's just a great way to go out.
Yeah, Arv's actually told me that he's won the NYSAIS championship thousands of times in his bedroom with a mini hoop.
Yeah, as Mohammed Sami says, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
That's true.
But in some cases, you miss 100% of the shots you do take. And unfortunately for Jack McGovern, wow, this kid won't stop shooting. The rizz god, unfortunately, has lost his touch. And, well, our reporters have been secretly following him all week.
Roll it.
What's up? I'm Jack McGovern. I'm going around the school as part of the Trinity Times and asking what sports people are in. Like what spring sport do you do?
Yo, what the heck?
McGovern.
Are you doing a spring sport or not? I'm swinging spring. Cool. My bad.
McGovern.
And what about you, Tibby? No spring sports?
What's that?
Are you doing a spring sport or no?
McGovern.
Wait, Molly, is this your computer? Actually, I found this. I don't know. Is it yours?
No.
No, I was looking for it. Like, you're in the Training Times or no?
Yeah.
You are. Yeah, this is like a Training Times like survey. People in sports, like Tibby's doing like nothing.
McGovern.
Yo, Shmat, can I sit there? Actually, I was wondering. I found this computer in the swamp. I just don't know whose it is. Is this yours? Because there's like this thing, and then sorry about that. And then there's this list or something like spring sports. Is that you? Are you making? Do you do this Training Times or no? No. You can do it.
What?
Are you in the Training Times or no? Because I feel like this is like a Training Times like list or something.
Okay.
And this is not yours?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad.
McGovern.
Hi, Solomon Compton. I'm doing a survey for the Training Times. I was wondering if you're doing a spring sport this year. You are? And what is it? Oh, my bad. Sorry. Spring sports. So you're doing... Okay, lacrosse. And Solomon is doing lacrosse.
McGovern.
Hi. Miss Ball, do you have a minute? Sure. So I was doing we're part of the Training Times, and I'm doing a survey on if you're doing spring sports and if you're still in sticker tag. And I was wondering. Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. Oh no, that's the wrong tab. So you're not doing spring sport? No.
No, I'm not doing a spring
Okay.
sport.
McGovern.
I hope my boy Jack is a little sharper for baseball season. Right now, it's not looking like he's even going to get to first base.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like he's completely striked out. But up to the plate now, we're talking about the 11th graders who are beginning their spring sport called the second half of junior year.
Which essentially means it's the Hunger Games in that side of the swamp.
Yeah, I mean, but of course, it's also the Hunger Games for the teachers who are giving them their grades. So I decided to sit down with survival expert Aidan Cohen to see which Trinity staff members he thinks are best suited for the Trinity Hunger Games.
Roll it.
Welcome to the Tiger Alerts Hunger Games draft. Each of us will have the opportunity to draft 5 teachers on who we think would be in the Hunger Games. You guys are going to vote down in the comment section below who has a better list.
All right, I'm blessed to have the first pick of the draft.
Yep.
So, first pick, taking Amy Graham. Amy Graham.
Okay.
New to the school.
Right.
She's resourceful.
Okay.
She's active. She just created, actually, I don't know if you've been down there, but this new gallery.
No.
The 101. And guess what Amy Graham also comes with?
What?
Guess what smaller Amy Graham is?
Mason Graham.
Mason Graham!
See, that is a good pick, and I'm going to respect it for one, but unfortunately you missed a huge pick here. I'm talking about Miss Jacob. You may think that might not be a pick, but
No,
Miss
she's
Jacob,
talented.
she's actually won her Survivor Fantasy League, and she's a huge Survivor fan, which kind of puts her up to probably my #1 slot and the most well-suited
No,
to
and
be in the
rumor
Hunger
has
Games.
it she's also good with darts.
Yeah, that is true.
She's active on the dartboard.
Right,
So,
that is true.
who need I even say? Adam Kendall. Adam Kendall,
that is on my list.
basically in charge of Trinity.
Yeah.
Friends with Big James.
Yep.
How big is Big?
Yep. I will. I mean,
where do you think Big learned to be big
from Adam Kendall.
There you go.
I mean,
I don't even think there's much to say about it. Really, I think it speaks for itself.
I mean, Adam Kendall also did kind of have a couple drills on our board a couple times, which I think kind of suits him for the job. Which does bring me to my #2. This man is he's a man with words and a man with swords. Alec Milton, I'm taking as my 2. It's a lock. I mean, Alec Milton is a katana that can slice you open.
#3, taking a chance with this one, but it's kind of a wild card. I think it can really pay off in the long game. I'm going David Kombucha Nelson.
That's where my #3 pick is going to go to Robert Hirschhorn. That man is able to electrify the chapel every single morning, and I think that he's going to be able to do that in the Hunger Games.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, my 3 are currently destroying you, but well, this is an easy one. I'm taking Ethna Flaherty. Now, one of the most powerful, influential people within the entire community. She has access to secret records across the nation.
That's right. Yeah.
She's one of the most important, most exclusive people on the planet.
Yeah, you know, that's interesting. And I'm thinking about exclusivity in someone who kind of just sees the world from a different perspective. And instantly my mind comes to Mr. Rose. He looks through those red glasses, and I've actually been told that they are glasses that make him able to move things.
I've heard, yeah,
superpowers.
I've heard this, yeah.
It's kind of like Arduino. You know, they're powered by Arduino.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And he's got the Raspberry Pis like programmed into
Right.
it. Oh, yeah.
And I think that he's a suitable pick for in my draft. You know, we've only got one spot left, and I'm really interested to hear what you've got for that final spot.
Right, hear me out.
Okay.
Who do you know with more wisdom, more generosity,
Yeah.
more knowledge, intellect than Rodney Rice?
Oh my God.
Rodney Rice? Rodney Rice?
Wow, I didn't even
know who I was until I met Rodney Rice.
That is true.
Rodney Rice comes into the school this year and he says, Aidan, you are Aidan.
Did he really say
But
that?
you can be more.
So he went up to you and he said, Aidan, you are Aidan.
But you
That-
can be more. And he taught me. He's directed me.
That's interesting.
He's led me on this path.
That's wild. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was beating you before, but Rodney Rice, that's like
It
he
is.
should not have gone
No,
round
it's
five.
it's
He
a
was
good
definitely
it's a good pick,
he
and I'm
got-
gonna
he was
accept it.
snubbed.
Right. Right.
No, yeah.
But
no.
unfortunately, I've got a pick that puts everything to sleep. Right. I'm talking to the world's shiniest man. He has the baldest head north of the Mississippi.
Yeah, I saw that bald head from here.
Yeah. I'm taking Etienne Brower. That's
No,
who I'm taking.
man.
I mean, I think that.
But-
Yeah.
You're not gonna do much about
Right.
Big, big bald. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
It's like a big bowling ball. Like
Big
what are you
bowling
gonna do when you roll that head at someone? They shouldn't get out.
Strike out. It's a strike. It's a strike. You know, we've got our 5 picks here. You've got your 5 picks there. Let us know who you think won the first edition of.
Remember, Ethno Flaherty,
Well,
Rodney Rice.
You can remember it.
David Nelson,
They see them.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who wins in the comments below. I think those are both pretty good lists.
Yeah, I do not think those are both pretty good lists.
Dude.
Mike Mercedes left off both of your draft boards
Good
is
points.
ridiculous behavior. I mean, Aiden took Adam Kendall from the security team.
It's a good pick.
No, it's not.
Why?
He's a teddy bear. Adam Kendall's not hurting anybody. I love Adam. Great dude. He's a goofball. In the Hunger Games, I want Mike Mercedes. He's got that killer instinct that Adam just lacks.
Okay, I mean that's kind of a wild take, but
That is not a wild take.
you know, I had an interesting alternate that I was trying to put on the draft,
Okay.
but unfortunately didn't make my top 5. I'm talking about Miss Castillo. I mean, Miss Castillo, 816 with that
Oh, yeah, I see the
iPad.
vision. I see
That
that.
stare is just lethal. I mean, if you
Scary
want to ask
stuff.
anyone, ask Reagan Kuhn. She's a free
Yeah.
one.
All right, that is a wild stray.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's all we got for you guys this week. The spring season is just around the corner, and excitement is buzzing in the school. So
Yeah, we're actually going to be taking the next week off to help film senior skits, and there's also no sports to report on. But stay tuned for the season finale dropping on St. Patrick's Day.
See ya.
¿Con cuál empresa de los coches trabaja?
Trabajamos con Toyota, Willys, Overland, Dodge, DeSoto, Essex Motor, Nash Motor.
Did we just do that
Yes,
one?
say it